You were recently at a conference. Adam Silver was there from the NBA. Nick Khan was there, who's a big player in the WWE. You mentioned earlier on this pod about WWE TV rights deals coming up. I want you to talk to me a little bit about that. I've heard Nick Khan say, SmackDown airs on Fox, Monday Night Raw airs on USA, which is part of NBC. I've heard him say those two networks will have right of first refusal. Not sure I believe that. Are there other companies, though, who would want to get in business with the WWE besides NBC and Fox? Do we know of?
I think so. And I wouldn't be surprised, despite the fact that money is such an issue for them. I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers Discovery wouldn't like a slice of that WWE pie.
Now,
remember, Monday night does not have to be on Monday night. Monday night's a tough night because if you go through the calendar all year round, there's sports on Monday night. And you could, if you're Warner Brothers Discovery, you could say, we're going to move it to a different night. We got Thursday night with the NBA or whatever, but we're going to figure out a different night for it. And all of a sudden it becomes, very attractive.
Now, I don't know how closely you follow the wrestling world, but Turner has a deal with
WrestleMania.
Oh, you were? It's so fun. The first night?
Yeah, my first time WrestleMania.
Were you there the first night or the second night? Were you there Saturday?
I was there the second night.
When they screwed over Cody Rhodes and... Were you there when Roman Reigns pinned Cody Rhodes? Was the place, or did you leave by then?
No, I was there, but
what was the vibe what was the vibe inside that building though? Because people were ready to riot. It seemed like.
I understand, but listen, right at the start, there were more than 80,000 people there. I've never seen it. I mean, it's incredible. Oh, yeah. It's like the Woodstock of body oil or whatever. But it was really intense. I've never been.
I'm going through all these conspiracy theories in my head right now because when Nick Khan joined WWE, he was the guy who made them move their pay-per-views from Sunday night to Saturday night. And now you're telling me, you mentioned Monday Night Raw possibly getting off Mondays. That seems like a total Nick Khan deal, which would be fascinating if that ever happened. And they should get off Mondays because, like you said, there's NFL on Mondays, college football plays their title game on Monday, the NCAA plays on Mondays.
I have not heard Nick advocate that, but I think my point is that if a buyer comes in and doesn't want Monday night, that Monday night package is Air Mobile. I mean, there's no reason why it has to be Monday night.
Right.
Now
here's the thing about Warner Brothers though. So they're in bed with the WWE competition, AEW. AEW Wrestling has shows on Turner on Wednesday nights and Friday nights. So when you say Warner Brothers could be involved, do you know, I'm sure you're speculating, but would it be in addition to or instead of, or you don't know that?
I don't know, but I know that there are people at Warner Brothers who are interested.
In the WWE?
Yeah.
Wow. That would be something. Could that be like a sort of replacement for the NBA too, as well, in a way, I guess, if they lose the NBA, they're going to need something.
Well, if they were to lose the NBA, they certainly would then become, I would imagine, they'd become a pretty big advocate for buying something. That would create quite the auction. Unless it's taken off. I mean, if either Fox or NBC comes in with a preemptive offer that WWE likes, they won't even get a chance.
Right. So okay. Before we get to
Nick was his polished self yesterday in conversations with our buddy John Orand, and it was interesting because there was a bunch of his sponsored by CA, so it was a bunch of his former colleagues watching him on stage now, and as the CEO of this company, and it's a company that obviously, given the sale, just think of Nick's world right now. He's in an org chart where Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, Dana White, Vince McMahon, Nick. I mean, it's a good thing Nick is, basically Henry Kissinger, because there's going to be a lot of shuttle diplomacy required.
What was your reaction with the WWE being sold to Endeavor?
I mean, look, I think CA was working really, really hard to get it to Liberty. And I think that Ari and Mark and Deborah came in and just blew them away. And, Nick said yesterday the dreaded word synergy is overused. But I think that from a sales and marketing point of view, taking the UFC and WWE makes sense.